You don't feel that
No,
bad.
no, because he was like, "Hey, Richard, your yo-yo tricks are so cool. How long you been doing them?" I'm like, "This is like last year, about 16 years. Have we met before?" Because she looked like somebody I knew, and then she
Okay.
started saying this shit.
No, we have not met, but I am sister. I am a missionary here in the Bronx. I saw that you live in New York, so we must be close to each other. But ultimately, I help people build their faith in Jesus Christ because Jesus Christ is the best, and with faith in Jesus Christ, you can find happiness and hope in any situation.
I was like, "Oh, come on, man."
But
We're filming,
how
by the
long have
way.
you lived in the Bronx?
Oh shit! Never mind. Y'all need to know all that.
I'm definitely putting that in.
Don't put don't put. Did you get like the name too? Okay, no.
Yeah, sister something.
No, shit. She said her fucking name.
I'll bleep the name out.
Please, guy. I don't want to be putting people on blast like that.
I'll bleep the name out.
She's a nice lady. I just was very weirded out by that.
That's hilarious.
Like faith in Jesus is cool and all, but I don't like being forced. I don't like being told in a way that makes me feel like I'm forced to believe in.
Yeah.
something.
Like it should already be in your heart. It should already be there. Like you should already feel some way connected to it, rather than.
Exactly. Like I'm already connected with Jesus in my own way. I don't want to. I don't feel like people that go. Okay, anyway,
I got a confession. Introduce the yo-yos. Introduce.
Here's the
basement.
intro.
Introduce your basement.
All right, so let's go. Let's see. 5. Do we do the countdown? Do we even do the countdown?
No, you're fine.
All right.
I call it organically.
What up, everybody? What up, everybody? This is your boy Richard Pigkaso. Welcome to Picasso's Basement, episode 10.
That's what I'm talking about.
10 episodes in.
That's what I'm talking
10
about.
weeks of this shit. It's
and we're still alive.
Great. Yes, we are. Follow me everywhere on Richie Loves Yo-Yos, Facebook. I'm fucking.
There you go. Facebook, Twitter.
Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Oh, this shit here, I forgot again. Twitch, PayPal, Venmo, and see all my crazy, sexy, cool stuff on Snapchat. And if you're watching this right now, please leave a like, and I would appreciate it. Subscribe. These pillows. Do you see these nice pillows?
They're giving you a message.
I'm giving you a message, so if I'm talking, you can see what you have to do.
Giving you a message.
As I'm talking to you. So, also, I'm with my amazing co-host, Mr. G out of character.
Hi.
Hi, everyone. So
I was saying, listen. So one day I'm in a Rite Aid, right, and I'm delivering Pepsi, right, and I'm trying to get checked in, and I go sit down by the like the MoneyGram machine.
Mm-hmm.
So I go sit down, and this girl walks up to me, mask on and all this shit. She goes. She goes, excuse me, would you mind? And I was like, oh, I'll move. I thought she had to move. She goes, no, I don't got to use the MoneyGram. She just sits next to me.
Mm-hmm.
And then she looks at me and she goes, do you believe in God? Motherfucker. And but she proceeded. I was like, I was bored. I'm sorry. I don't mean to make anybody I'm not making fun, but if I'm bored and you catch me bored, I'm gonna pry. So I was like, in what way? Like, do you mean is he in my heart, or do you mean do I get on my knees and pray to God? And she's like, no, well, right away she goes, well, I started believing in God the day that I didn't want to get sleep paralysis anymore. She said, I had sleep paralysis. Out of nowhere. I've had sleep paralysis all my life. And then one day, I was having sleep paralysis, and I told God, please, I don't want sleep paralysis no more. And he told me that if I give my soul to him, I won't have sleep paralysis. So no, I don't have sleep paralysis no more.
What the fuck, man?
You know what the craziest part about this shit is? I had a dream that later that night, I had sex with that crazy bitch. I had a dream later that night.
The God made you do that?
Her God.
Her God made her do that because shit. Oh my God. But that I find that very funny. It's like, you know how they always say with like God, it's like God already kind of put you in the positions you're already in, and he wants to see you go through them.
Facts.
So why, like, whenever everybody's like down, it's like God already put you in that position, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why does God want to take something from you in order for you to go through that if he puts you in that position anyway?
Yeah, you know that, but that's why that whole I'll never just mess with anybody's faith in any way, shape, or form. You can believe in what you want to believe in. But for me personally, that whole God leaves doors open. You just gotta walk through them, and that whole I don't know. I find life to be tangible sometimes, and if life was a whole bunch of pillars and columns, and it's a domino effect, what happens when you build pillars and columns? You can have a foundation above them. What happens when you knock one down the wrong way?
Mm-hmm.
They all fall.
Yep.
This is life, common sense. You can't tell me God made it that way.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It is written that way. That's the way the shit is.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to fucking Black Rob.
That's whoa, man. Yo, Black Rob, man.
Look,
that's crazy.
What kind of God is that, right? Think about Black Rob. We grew up on whoa. We grew up on he's Black Rob and he's not man.
Yep.
He ain't doing no one. Yo,
Yep.
Black Rob was a beast.
Yes.
And then look how do you end up like that? And I know it wasn't too long ago. I remember he just got arrested for robbery, robbing in a hotel.
Yes. and he was like in good health, like not too long, like just like around a year ago. He was doing interviews, like talking about releasing music again.
What did he die from?
It was something with his kidney, from what I saw, like what's being online. Like
really?
It was something. I don't know if he had like kidney failure or anything. You can look it up real quick.
I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna fact check this shit. Black Rob death. Let's see. Whoa rapper dead at 51.
51.
51. DMX at 50. What's up with y'all? What, hip hop legends ain't hitting? That's gonna be the new thing now? Hip hop legends die at 50?
Like, nah.
Fuck out of here, bro.
That's like a curse that we don't want to start like the 27 Club.
Rob passed away about an hour ago. I don't know where to begin, but I think, yeah. What did he pass away of?
I know it was, and then like the glimpse we get of Black Rob is right after DMX.
Oh yeah,
died.
I've been dealing with this for 5 years. 4 strokes. I don't know what to tell you. Wow.
Oh, strokes.
I have no house to live in, said the rapper. Said, yeah, he died poor. He died poor, and they say DMX died $1 million in debt too. I find that shit sick, yo. Like, I find that shit complete. Yo, I heard that Beyonce and Jay-Z, not to get off topic, even though it is part of the topic. I heard Beyonce and Jay-Z bought DMX's
no, that like his masters and
his
stuff.
Masters
no,
for his
that was a
family.
rumor. That was a rumor.
Oh, it was a rumor?
That was shut down real quick online.
Okay.
Because then,
because I was about to say, nigga, that's a lot of money to Def Jam.
Like, because remember at that point in time, like when DMX was on his way up, around that time, Jay-Z became the CEO of Def Jam around like 2003, and DMX wasn't fucking with that because it's like. I understand we're like competing. It was like a lot of competitive nature.
I've been seeing it all over the place. Like all these little tit for tats of what like we didn't, we were young. We were in like high school. We were young, 97, 98, 99, right?
I was like only 9 or 10 years old.
All right, so we were still in elementary school,
Fifth grade and shit.
Rockefeller, Bad Boy, Def Jam. Those were the heavy hitters of hip hop from the late 90s. Before like DTP came around and before the
South was really making a name.
Popping. Yeah, it was up here. Those were the 3 fucking heavy hitters.
My cousin, he was an A&R for Rockefeller back in the early 90s, even before Rockefeller even had a name. This is like 94, 95.
Really?
Yes. And he would tell me like some of the stories of what they used to do, even when he used to travel with all over like the country, would go with Jay-Z and Dame Dash and them. They go to these rap battles and try looking for artists and making sure everybody was good. And I found that fascinating. He showed me like his old business card, which unfortunately, like we found it like in a chest down here, and I don't know what the fuck that chest is to this day because that was like 10 years ago we found it. And I remember I kept the card and I kept it in my room, and I remember like cleaning my room one day and stupidly, I don't know why the fuck I just said, "Oh, you ain't gonna need this shit no more." And I fucking just threw it away.
That's
like
memorabilia.
That was a memorabilia. That could have been something like some collector shit.
You never know though. Like at times, you never know what things are gonna be worth value later in life. You never fucking know. Like I was just saying, imagine all those people that posted videos of DMX in funny moments or doing funny shit, and they only had like 40, 50,000 views on the internet. Now all of a sudden, in his death, all these people just went viral. All these people just hit the million mark and became monetized. You feel me? Because they didn't know that though. They didn't film that knowing this man was gonna die later. You never know what's valuable sometimes. But You know, one thing that is always valuable, music.
Yep.
And it's a shame that our legends died broke, and it should be a testament to all of us young artists. Let's pay more attention to the economics around us. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool to smoke and drink and party and pop bottles and go to strip clubs, and that shit's cool. Don't get me wrong, that shit's cool. It's all dope. But, you know, mental health is a big deal. And psychologically, not only that, your pockets are a big deal. You don't want to die or open your eyes, be 50, and you think about the millions of dollars you spent, but you're broke.
Yep.
Black Rob died with a GoFundMe.
In his deathbed.
A GoFundMe. The Woe Man.
The legend.
It makes me sick, and like I said, people need to start paying more attention. Pay more attention to your investments. Pay more attention to where you're putting your money. How to make your money grow. Let your money grow and sit there. Don't end up fucking broke and think just that spending a good time in one night is everything, because it's absolutely nothing when you think about how old you might live to be.
This is like, personally, just to jump off that, it's like for
go.
independent artists, like out there, they're on the grind and try to look for like the next big thing, or they're trying to get their come up. Like, be very cautious with like these people out here too, because you think they're out for you, and it's like, oh, we had this opportunity for you, and it's going to be something great, and it can end up fucking you over in the long run. Oh, sign this paper. We're going to try to give you like this and this and that, but you're not reading like the fine print where, oh, you're going to get this and this and that, but we're going to keep 100 and like 90 out of the 100% of everything.
You always got to read your fine print, Rich. I definitely agree with you on that, because, you know, that's why contracts are a big deal. But trust is a big deal too, man. Like, I'm sure, you know, somewhere along the line, conversations and word of mouth can get fucked up. So having trust, like, if I trust you to do your job, no matter what's going on, that's all I need you to do. All I need you to do for me is your job when we're talking about business, right? Whatever your personal life is, whatever you do on the weekends, you dress up like a drag queen, you go. I don't give a fuck. You do the job, we're fine. That's what all I have to trust you for. When people throw personal and emotions into that content, like, don't worry about what I gotta do to do your job. If I'm sitting here butt naked, fucking in tube socks and shit, but I'm doing my job. And
I've done that before.
You see what I'm saying? but you get the job done, right? You wrote the song. You got the yo-yo trick. You made your intellect work. However the fuck I gotta make my intellect work? So fucking sue me.
I'm telling you, like, to bounce off like the whole naked thing, I remember before showing up to an interview. I was in a bathrobe and I had my Denise doll.
No, you went to an interview like that?
Yeah, I dead ass went to an interview. I had clothes on going there because, you know, it was still cold. It was like
so when you got there, you changed into the outfit?
I got my bathrobe and he said, "Oh, we're about to start." And I was like, "Okay." And I told him straight up, like, "Look, I'm gonna be naked for this interview because it was promo for my third album, Lucis Natural, and the whole theme is mostly me being naked."
Okay.
So he was like, "All right, cool. That's gonna be great." And
they eat that shit up.
I did it right in front of like 6 people. Like, took my bathrobe, you know, I kept like Denise in front as I was sitting down and everything, and I did the whole interview naked, and it was done. And we took pictures. She stood up, he had his arm around my shoulder. I was taking pictures and everything. But you know what? That to go back, that's something I had the choice to do. Like, I wasn't forced to by like no contract to do anything.
Do so.
I did that decision for me. Like, I know my creative value. I know like what I can bring to the table with my creativity, and this took a lot of time. I've been fucked over a lot when it came to like showcases or like record contracts or any type of like push or like type of promo that I wanted to do. I fucked up a lot. There's been a lot of showcases where I thought they were going to be great and then I'm being not. But you know why? It was fucked up people thinking that they had my best interest at heart when they were just looking out for their pockets. I know the fucking game, and it sucks for a lot of new artists that, you know, they'll do anything for like a quick come up.
Well, it doesn't. And I want you to introduce that yo-yo, because I'm looking at it, I'm like, it's so dope. But I think it's part of the learning process that people have to go to. And you know what, Rich? What I've been learning is, just because it may not work for us, or we've been fucked over, or I've been seeing that not all people want to keep fucking people over, or don't learn from their mistakes that they've done to somebody, or I've even seen people take a, when you take a liking to when you see something special in somebody, you might invest something a little bit more in them, especially if you're a promoter or if you're a person that throws show. Oh shit, yeah, that person always brings 30 people. Oh yeah, that person always. So you might I don't think it's for everybody. So for a new artist on the come up, I think just pick and choose where you place your time at wisely.
Yes.
That's all he's trying.
That's what I'm trying to say, pretty much.
Yeah, like pick and choose. If
not
if it feels funny.
Yes. It's like, I'm not saying you should not pay for any type of performance of shows where you had to pay. Some are actually very worthwhile, and you actually meet a lot of cool people. You can meet somebody that could be your next feature. You can meet somebody that might know somebody and might know somebody that could push you to another level. Mm-hmm. So I'm not saying don't do it. Just don't do it. I feel from my experience, and this is just my experience alone, don't try to do it every other time. In a 30-day month, don't pay to perform 25 times, because then that just feels like wasted money. And not to say look, I've gotten more value doing open mics, just literally just being in the right place at the right time, where hey, I'm doing an open mic at some local place right around where we live. You should just pull up, just bring 2 songs, and I would bring 2 songs, and I would get a better reception and meet people that I would meet people I never thought I would meet at just a regular open mic than the show where I had to pay almost $150 to $300 to perform a 12-minute set, and everybody they get the fake yays, and it didn't feel like it's authentic because everybody was there for their peoples, and then when their peoples go up, the whole fucking crowd leaves, and it's just you're the 12th person up, and you only perform in front of 5 people, and even then, so whether it's 5 or 5,000, you go fucking ham. Every show, doesn't matter if there was one. I've been in shows where I performed when there was only 2 people in the fucking room, just 2 people and the DJ playing my song. And I rocked it like I was performing in front of 2 million people. Always give it your all, no matter what. But just be very precautious when it comes to you as an independent artist and where your money is going, and the people you're talking to. Because, they might present themselves as somebody that's good and out for your best interest. As I said, be very cautious. This is stuff that we learned. I've been doing this 7 years. I've bing screwed over. I travel across state lines. I travel across countries doing a lot of shows. And I wasn't even a rapper. There's been times I've been fucked over in yo-yoing where people had haters in yo-yo when I was starting out. Shockingly.
I believe it. There's always in any field of life, there's always a fox.
Yes.
There's always a fox. There's always a fox looking to get some prey, looking to get some food. And even to piggyback what you said, I agree. I think I've gotten more. Full disclaimer. Even though I was popping a hell of a lot of Molly that summer, during which time I was very productive. I managed to I would bang out 2 or 3 open mics a night. I couldn't have 2 or 3 showcases a night because a lot goes into a showcase. Besides the responsibility of selling tickets, there's usually a mic test. You know what I'm saying? The promoters always want you there early because they got to guarantee that you're even going to show up. You know what I'm saying? They're depending on you to come perform when it's a showcase. Well, maybe you have to bring people, so maybe you got to pay attention. As an artist, it sucks sometimes because your friends are hitting you up and everybody, yo, what time you going to be there? What time you going to perform?
Yeah.
I might not make it. It's just with a showcase, it's so many headaches sometimes that, even comedians will do 3 or 4 open mics at a night. A hungry comedian do 3 or 4 open mics, get 3 or 4 5 to 10 minute sets, kill them all, and go to the next one. That's what I was doing when I was on a whole bunch of Molly. I would jump in my pickup truck, pop some Molly, and the performances would start, Rich, from 8 o'clock at night to my last performance. The last open mic I would make it to would be 1 in the morning, and I'd be the last one performing. But you know what that last one gets? All of their attention. And what, like he said, whether it was 5 or 5 million, I rocked that motherfucking crowd. Could have been the drunks. I rocked that motherfucking crowd like it was my own. Time in and time out. To the point where I won a Power 105 competition. You know what I mean? To the point where it's I got the luxury of doing these things because I was putting my time in a place where I saw it benefiting me. I didn't see benefits in showcases, and it was because of things like what he said. Fans of another person came to see that person. They ain't come to see you. Once that person's done, they gone. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, with showcases, it's a lot of stress.
Yes.
It's a lot of stress that goes on. It's not like we're famous people. Like, in my opinion, as an artist, I would like to know so I can tell I'm going on at 10:55. I would like to know so I don't have to get there at 8 o'clock. I could get there at 10 o'clock. Chill, mingle in the green room, be ready for 10:55. I'm an artist that gets anxious. So if you want the best performance out of me, you don't want to keep me in a fucking building for 2.5 hours waiting to perform. I'm bugging the fuck out by the time I'm ready to perform. It's certain stresses that do come with doing showcases. And unless you're the star of the fucking show, unfortunately, you get treated like everybody else in the herd.
Yep.
So what the fuck is the difference between that and an open mic? Besides the price and what you get from it. Yeah, you should get photos, videos. You should get an interview because that's what you're paying for to have all that goddamn anxiety at a showcase. That's where you should be benefiting, getting exposure. Showcases should be for exposure for the rest of the world, but don't expect to get exposure in that building that night because most of those people there are artists like you, and all they did was to come and go to the gym just like you. They came to work out their shit. And open mics, half these people are fucked up and drunk and out there fucking wazoo anyway. They just so eager to get up and to perform.
Yep.
They take appreciation into people's skill heavily in open mics, you know? Yes. But like you said, it's where you got to put your time, place your money, all in the spot that it benefits you. Bro, TikTok, Triller, all these things.
Instagram.
You could stay home.
Yes.
You don't got to perform. You don't got to worry about the showcase.
You could be an overnight sensation through TikTok and never have to leave
get
fucking house.
Get a fucking green screen, get a whole bunch of fucking lights, do the silhouette challenge, and you're fucking famous, bro. Rich, you want to do a silhouette challenge?
Yeah. I done the silhouette challenge. I done it already. I did it with yo-yos.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, I have. It's on my Instagram. I did it on my Instagram.
Or are you naked?
I had a towel on.
It never fell?
And I tried to make it not fall. Because I had it on the wall. Like, I did it right there by that door.
He said I was against the wall.
All right, so, but yeah, but
go to his Instagram and check that out.
Just to bring it back now. Just to bring it back, like, this is a man that has thrown showcases. This is a man that has had to do scheduling for artists and stuff. So he's not just saying this out of his ass. No, he's an artist and he's also showcase. He sets up showcases and stuff.
My Discog speaks for itself. You know, Kyle's Point Flushing, my crew, the council. Fucking, I'm wearing a T-shirt. You know what I mean? My Discog speaks for itself. I could only say because I've been in the artist circumstance of the stress. I've been in the promoter circumstance of the stress. You know what I mean? And then it's like, yeah, at the end of the day, it should be so much easier. You know, we work hard for our fucking dollar. Yep. Going to the studio, making a song. You know how much money I wasted going to studios when all I had to do was put a studio in my house and learn how to mix my own music. You already know your sound as an artist. You know what you like to hear. Now go figure out how to make it for yourself.
Yes.
Now you put that studio money into something else.
It's how bad do you want it? It's like everything that you see any artist you do that, especially independent, well-known independent artists, they learn from themselves. They learn how to mix their own records. They know how to make their own studios. They know how to do their own podcast. They know how to do everything for yourself. Like me, I'll give you a prime example, and it's gonna go back to New York Nico. It's shout out to New York Nico, by the way. Unofficial talent scout of New York, very amazing guy, very humble person. I appreciate everything he's done for New York City when it comes to his philanthropy. I always get that wrong.
Fuck yeah. It's philanthropy. Yes. I can't say it like he said it.
Yes. So, and he's always looking out for everybody. Not too long ago, probably a week and a half ago, I got shared on his page because he was doing something called New York Neat Connections. Okay. He was trying, because he brung it up because there was a person that was on his page that got shared, and then a girl slid in his DMs. And they started talking with each other and ended up dating each other. So he wanted to kind of build off that and do this whole Nico Connections thing. And he was telling, hey, if you're looking for love, just make a quick minute video and just talk about who you are, what's your age, where you from, and what's interesting about you and what type of person you're looking for. Okay. So I've been featured on Nico's page before when he had clothing, back in January, which I thought was cool. And I did a video. And I talked about what I wanted, and I didn't think I was really going to get shared like that. I figured I would because I yo-yo. So I'm like, that's already stand out.
Yeah.
People are going to be drawn to that. So about that same day, actually, I did the video. I sent it to him in the DM, and probably like 5 minutes after, he hits me up and goes like, "This is awesome." I was like, "Okay, cool." I didn't think like, oh, he was going to share it because I don't know how many people he's saying this is awesome too. So I'm like, okay, whatever, blah blah blah. So maybe you liked it. So about a couple hours after that, I'm like sitting in my room just watching YouTube videos, and I get like a ding from Instagram, and it says, "Oh, New York Nico tagged you in a post." I'm like, wait a minute. Oh shit. He put my video as the first video because he'll get like 10 people and just like share them, like, you gotta scroll and look at other people. He put me as the first one. And I was like, oh shit. So,
it was an honor.
It was beyond like a great honor. And after that, like I was, thousands of likes, hundreds of comments about like this
women
yo-yo guy
in the DMs.
Oh, for record, shout out to Josh Peck from Drake and Josh. He liked one of my videos, like when I was dressing like real clean. I didn't know he was from New York. That shocked me a little bit.
Why? He don't seem like he's from New York?
It's not that he don't seem
he looks like
that.
a Long Islander.
He looks he's from Hell's Kitchen.
Oh wow! My apologies.
I didn't know. I thought he was like from like California or something like that. He never portrayed to me somebody that's from New York. But
I love the appreciation that you show for people appreciating you.
Yes, and it's people that it's like I watched you on Snow Day, my nigga, and you fucking were awesome. And then Drake and Josh, and then you did your own thing, and you fucking building your own YouTube channel. Josh Pegg, you ever watch this? I don't know if you ever will, but I love you, man, and I would definitely love to yo-yo for any type of event you throw. Like, just give me beer and I'm good. I don't need money.
Yeah, I remember Donnell Rollins, before he started his podcast, right? He was on Joe Rogan's podcast. And Joe Rogan said, you should start a podcast, like he tells everybody. So Donnell Rollins went ahead. The very next day, he makes a post. Like, I heard the podcast, right? And I went ahead and I jumped in Donnell Rollins' DM. I was like, yo, bro, I think Ashley Larry would be hilarious on a podcast. Yo, the next day, he screenshots a couple people that told him to do a podcast. I was one of his screenshots. I was like, oh, that's fucking awesome.
That's great. It's little things. Sorry,
it makes you feel good.
It makes you feel good, and it's like things like that. And like for me, going back to me for a real quick minute
with Nico,
my DMs were like,
yeah, you said you went viral. You had thousands of views.
I had thousands of views. My DMs, I got like 20 DMs from like women, and people were sharing, like friends that follow Nico were like, oh shit, I was seeing I know him from work, or I see him yo-yo on the train a lot and stuff, and I was like, oh snap. I was like, I didn't even know you follow Nico. What's up? So we started like refollowing each other, and then it gave me like such fanfare, and I actually I was serious about it. I said I was looking for a date and stuff, and out of like probably the 20, only like 2 seemed like the most serious. There's a third one. She wanted my number. She was like, "Oh, you handsome, you're attractive, and I think the yours are interesting. Let's go out." And I was like, "All right, let's do it." So we exchanged numbers, and she's been very lackadaisical. She's one of those, "Hey, good morning, how you doing?" And I would text back, "Yeah, I'm doing good, I'm doing this and that, fine, how are you?" And then won't text back till like fucking Thursday. I hate people like that. Women like that in general.
Well, see, and even though it is obviously he's a dude and he likes women, so that's why he went after the woman. But see, at least he takes the time to speak back to the people that actually hit him up.
Yes.
You're not superficial.
No.
You're not superficial. You're not like, oh my god, I just got 20 new followers. Oh, you know what I'm saying? No. You're like, yo, thank you. Yeah. I appreciate you. Like, good looking.
Yes.
Can I dick you down?
That's his DMs. You're beautiful. You want some of my dick?
Listen, that's the first line, and then the very next line.
I'm respectful, I'm a savage. But yeah, afterwards I was able to, like, out of the 20, like, two of the women were a little bit more serious. Mm-hmm. Like, they actually, took time and actually wanted to know me for who I am. Mm-hmm. His phone. See, that's the one of the girls right now. They're talking about my back.
That's my Stop.
But yeah, one of them I actually went out with last night,
Okay.
and she's very amazing woman.
Okay.
But like a woman's woman.
Give me the detail. Come on, make me hot and wet. Give me the detail.
She,
Like what she looked like. Where's she from? Talk to me.
She's from Jersey, but she was born and raised in Spain. She's Spaniard.
She's a Spaniard.
She had the accent.
Give me the accent. You could do the accent. Give me a Spaniard accent.
I don't. I never really.
How do they talk in Spaniard? Like I don't even know.
Like Richard, like Richard, like this and stuff.
What like?
I'm butchering it. If she ever watches this, I'm sorry.
Butchering it. Well, if you ever watch this, come on the show so I can hear this Spanish accent of yours.
I was like, damn, she lived in like really nice neighborhood. She had a great job, great everything. Her energy was like beautiful. We would talk together. We'd done FaceTime. We'll send each other like stupid memes and gifts with each other. We went to City Island.
How was it?
Amazing. We went to Lobster House. Shout out to Lobster House.
Awesome.
We had like a lobster feast for 2.
Awesome.
And you get like 2 lobsters.
Okay.
2 Dungeness crabs.
Okay, Dungeness crabs.
You get 2 Dungeness crabs, and you get like 4 crab legs with paella at the bottom, and then shrimps on the side with 2 sides of ranch dressings for each of you with butter, like a big bowl of butter. You can just dip. And I had a sangria. She had a Bloody Mary.
Oh wow! I don't, Bloody Mary. You know what's in that, right? Tabasco sauce.
Yep, they put like tomato sauce. It's supposed to be a pick me up after you're drunk, like a day after. It's supposed to pick you up to help. If you're kind of still drunk,
so
you take that.
Food was great. Everything was
everything.
Good.
The
she
vibe. Was
awesome.
She was awesome. She told me about her life in Spain.
So was she? How long she's been in this country?
I actually, honestly,
don't know.
No, because she moved twice. Because she used to live in Florida for a little bit before she came up to New York.
Shit, what a difference!
Yes, I would tell her the difference. Like I said, I asked her last time, what's the difference between like life in Spain, like how are the people different from Spain than different here in the United States? And she said we have more humanity in Spain than the United States, and things we actually care about, we actually fight for. Y'all just like protest and think it's just gonna change. Like, no, we're gonna really make shit pop off. We'll sit down for 1,000 days, and then like the people that come to protest there for those 1,000 days, we're gonna sit for those 1,000 days. We're not gonna worry about work and all that shit. Like y'all sit down for a day. Like, oh, I'm tired. I'm gonna take a shower. Oh, I'm gonna go. I gotta get ready for work the next day. Like, no, we stay. We fight for what we want. Like hard body.
I just had that conversation. I was watching people like protest, and I just said I would never march in a group of people and protest, and it's not because I don't believe in any of the things that they may be fighting for. It's because I'm witnessing mob mentality. Mm-hmm. Like I'm witnessing mob mentality. Like what mob mentality is that you'll have 2 or 3 people with a clean message, but the rest of the people just follow. Mm-hmm. They just follow, and I like you said. It's one thing to be in that protest for that day and be marching and talking shit and popping off, and then what happens the next day? You just put your pants on, you go to work. Yep. It's not real. You didn't. No. You all you did was want to attach yourself to what was going on to be part of the scene. You didn't really want change. Yeah. The people that really want reform and change, they'll stay there. They get killed. They get killed.
They'll go on a hunger strike. They say, I'm not going to eat, and they really will not eat. Those are the people that get, or like, unfortunately, there's been a lot of fucked up like protests where it's like standing.
Shooting. Wasn't there another shooting this week?
Dwayne Wright.
Oh my god.
Young kid.
She says, oh fuck, I shot him.
I meant to use my taser.
I
was like,
bitch.
I was like, the taser. Remember, when it comes to policing,
I'm saying her name.
Kim Potter. Kim Potter's her name.
Oh, you know what? I love this guy. Bitch! Kim Potter ass bitch! Fucking Harry Potter ass hating bitch! You fucking bitch! Like, what the fuck? Yo, my nigga, you know what they should do? They should take a plunger and dip it in like a whole bunch of like alcohol and then break a bottle of glass and put oil on the plunger and then dip it with the glass and then stick it in your ass and say, I thought it was the pussy hole. You stupid bitch. Fuck. I'm gonna clip this shit up and fucking tag you, you dumb hoe.
I don't think she's on Instagram right now.
You thought it was a fucking taser? You know, the kid was trying to run away. Run away. He wasn't trying to hurt you, wasn't trying to harm you. He was trying to run away for his life to get away from you guys, because all you guys do is hurt people. And then the day after, we see some stupid honky motherfucker getting chased by 2 cops, ramming 2 cop cars, and nobody's even shooting at him. But you fucking pull your gun out on a fucking person trying to run away from you guys, because you guys all fucking... Oh, man, I can't even say all you, because I got cops. I got family members that are cops. But you know what it's looking like? It's looking like 80-20 of scumbags. Like, you got... Yo, we need police reform. We need more people that aren't
Defund
just
the police.
fucking... No. That's wrong. We need police to be better trained. In order to better train them, you need funding to train them. You need to place that money. That money in a better place.
So if we don't need to train police, why Kim Potter, who has 26 years on the force, mistake a taser for a gun?
Because we don't. What our reform, look, and I'm not a politician, but for me it'd be simple. What our reform should consist of, if you have police reform, every police officer should take a 1-week training of jiu-jitsu. Every police officer should want or know how to immediately defend themselves with these before they have to go to any of these. Every single police officer, should have at least a brown belt or a blue belt in martial arts. No ifs, ands, or buts. So the first thing you do is to subdue a person is you use your body and your hands and your force. Secondly, no police officer should be fucking overweight. No police officer should be looking like a fucking fat slob, because those insecure fat police officers whose wives are fucking their partners, we can't see your dick for fucking 8 years. You motherfuckers.
He's very passionate.
You
right now.
motherfuckers are the ones to pull your guns out first and kill somebody, because you haven't seen your dick and you're fat. You want to kill the next person you see? Police reform.
I've never seen this happen.
Because it makes me sick, because I tell you, I get sensitive, because just because I'm light skinned, people think that I don't get judged, that I myself. I've been on the other side of that bullet too, with a knee on my back or a knee on my chest, or been discriminated against or called a nigger by a police officer. I've been discriminated against too. Just because I'm fair skinned don't mean shit. Bottom line is, the people that we put in charge to defend us and defend our civil liberties and protect us, y'all motherfuckers gotta go. We need a whole new ring of police officers that want to do the job. I think that's the biggest problem. You get these schmucks that have been bullied in fucking school for all their life. Now they hit 22, 23, and you give them a fucking gun and they want to take that bullied out on. Fuck you. We need police officers that get evaluated mentally once a month. They should be taking martial arts classes once a month. They should know left from right and know the gun is in the left hand, the taser's in the right hand. Like, these things are things that should never happen. RoboCop should be real. I'm sorry. Terminator should be real. It shouldn't. There should not.
Judge Dredd.
There should not be an area of gray. If you break the law, you did something wrong, take your ticket, go to jail, get it done. There shouldn't be an area of gray where a police officer can make the decision just because you look like this, look like that. Him or her is having a bad day. They get to make the decision with your life, what's going to happen in this moment. There should be no gray area when it comes to civil liberties. We either have them or we don't have them. Stop taking them away from us. We're Americans. You guys are police officers. You aren't gods. You don't stand next to church. You're nothing. At the end of the day, you're a pig with a badge. That's all that you guys are. That can't even make it in time. When you get called and shit, I gotta wait for an hour with my bleeding cousin on the floor. Suck my dick. If my name was fucking William Smith, y'all cocks would have pulled up in 2 seconds if I lived in Malba. You fucking schmucks. I hate pigs. I don't hate all you guys, but I swear to God, it be smelling like bacon way too much lately. I'm about to go Muslim. Pork motherfuckers. I'm done, Rich.
So yeah, after we had seafood, we went to get ice cream.
Oh, how was the ice cream?
It was good. It was a Ben & Jerry's spot in Times Square.
We found parking?
No, I didn't find parking.
I'm about to say
I pulled over near a fire hydrant, and she was FaceTiming me like what I want. She was like showing me like.
Oh, she stayed in the car.
No, she got it out for me. I was gonna go get it.
Yo, son.
And she's like, she got out the car and she's like, oh, I got it for us. Don't worry.
Yo, he was telling me not to blow up. Can I blow up a little bit of a space? Yo, no, he was telling me about the date, premeditated driving in the car, and yo, women, step your game up. If you want to show you like a dude. You know, it's not all about the things you say in text
That-
messages. It's not all about like sending nudes and naked pictures.
No.
That shit's cool. That shit's cool. Step your game up. This chick that he just went on a first date with grabbed his hand when his wallet was out and said, "No, papi. No, papi. I pay
Yep.
for that." What?
Yep.
Yo, step your game up, chicks.
Yep.
She lives in a freaking mansion. Step your game up, chicks. She jumped in his DM and said, "Yo, what up?" Step your game up, chicks. It's not all about the dude doing shit.
Like to jump off like the wallet thing. Like I'm a person that at least
Yeah.
makes sure the woman's good. Money is no factor. Like as long as we have a great time, like it doesn't matter
That's
if
all
it's
that
a few.
matters.
I don't get if it's a few dollars to hundreds of dollars. As long as we had a great time, the money will be worth it. So I always make sure I pull out first. And as I was pulling out my wallet, she grabbed it from me. Like she literally snatched it like mad quick with the quickness.
Step your game.
And just like, no, I got this. And she's like, she was more concerned because I drove far for her, and
Oh, she's generous. Oh man,
I was like, I don't care about the drive. It's like, look, I'm coming to get you and we're having a great time. The drive doesn't matter because she lives in Jersey and I live in the Bronx. So I'm coming right after work to go all the way to Jersey just to come all the way back up
she
to the Bronx. She
bro.
appreciated to a point where she
Telling
wanted
you,
to
my
buy
man.
me. Then it's like it felt like she was taking me out.
I'm telling you,
It felt
she grooming him.
interesting because I never had that before. Like
I'm telling you.
I was like, God damn! I'm like, I'm feeling like the girl. Like I forgot to put my makeup
I'm
on.
feeling like the girl. Yo, son, she's gonna be like, look at there, look at there.
If you know, if you know where that's from, leave it in the comments. If you know what he just did there, leave it in the comments on YouTube.
No, that's my leg. Oh, there you go.
So if you know where that's from, leave it in the comments because that's a very special moment.
I will cash app you $5 if you know where that's from.
If you know where that's from, $5 cash app. First comment.
First comment.
So, yeah, and then afterwards, we dropped her off.
Did you ever get the hint at any point in time? All respects to you, woman that I don't know. But did you guys ever get the hint? Sleeping with each other on the first date?
No.
It was just straight mutual friends and just dope.
Just hanging out. After the ice cream, she took me like to the spot where you could overlook the entire New York. Like it's like near like towards the edge of the water.
She's done this
it felt like she's done this before. I was like, I think she takes very selective people here to first earth, and it was beautiful. I have my arm around like behind and stuff, just looking at the water and stuff. It felt beautiful and everything, and. Respectfully dropped off. We chilled in the car for a little bit, and I walked her to her door, said our hugs, got a kiss on the cheek, and went right home.
Oh, man, that's good. You just set yourself up for a nice alley-oop. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing more right when everything is right. It's so surprising, right? When you go out on a date, sometimes it's all right, it's either going to be good or it's not going to be good. No. It completely went into an area you didn't expect.
I never experienced before.
She took you by the hand and said, "Come on, baby, let's go have a good time. I know we just met, but let's go have a good time." That should be what it's about, people.
Yes.
Like, regardless if you just meet somebody or maybe you have ups and downs with them, I don't know. But if you have yourself in the same space with a person, you should always look to make the best out of those times. Like there shouldn't
when the energy's there and everything just feels authentic.
Yeah.
Like you're not going into no like high expectations. Just like let the vibes flow. And if anything happens, it'll happen when the timing is right. But always go in. I feel for me first, just going like I'm not expecting anything more than just a great time, and then I'm just going home right after. That's my objective is always okay. After having a good time, I'm going home. I'm not looking for like. Hoping to get ass or hoping for a kiss on the lips or anything. I just want to have a great time and go home. So that brings me back to this. Did you see what the Gabe said on the things in the shade room and stuff? Well, he posted something on Twitter.
No,
talk about some crazy shit with like how a man is supposed to be with a woman. And,
go ahead.
And I thought that shit was interesting. There was like something with let me see about how a man's supposed to be a woman, and women were eating that shit up like it was like the female version of Kevin Samuels talking and shit. And shout out to Kevin Samuels. He's the realest for that shit if you ever watch him.
So what? He's just making the game, you said?
Yeah, the game.
Mr. Love Show?
Yes. Yeah, the Mr. Wonderful here.
Mr. Love Show?
Yes. Let's see. I'm trying to find where those game tweets are, man, because that shit was like blowing my. Because I saw most of the women I know
Uh-huh.
were eating everything the fuck he was saying.
Of
Like all those,
course.
I was like, okay, it's fucking games, so whatever. Oh, right here. Yeah, so this is like on Twitter what he said, and I'm gonna say the 4 tweets, and you're gonna let me know how you feel towards this. He said, "Why she gotta pay half the rent? She's giving you half the pussy or son? Niggas kill me since the beginning of time. Real men have always taken care of shelter and provided and protected, and if you ain't got it, go get it. If you're lucky enough to land an independent woman who works her ass off and still comes home to cook, clean, take care of kids, and go crazy sexually, let her stack what she make in case y'all need it one day and still handle everything as a man. Everybody different, but it ain't in me to let my woman share the worry of paying for anything. I feel good carrying that load and I'm not changing. The term "I got it, baby, don't worry about it" makes most women's soul smile. Heart warm and vagina get more moist than perfect Toll House cookies. He's stupid with that. But what do I know?
Well, I mean, all right, boom. Uh, Perspective is relative. We all come from we all raised a different way, and we all seen certain things. Yeah. My father for a very long time, my stepmom didn't work. For a very very long time, my father paid all the rent, and they had a kid, and he paid all the rent. Like I think a couple men older than me would say that, like, yeah, like they would remember, the stay at home mom term.
Yep.
Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
So what came with the stay at home mom was the man being the provider. I know what era he speaks of, but I'm sorry, Game, you're a multimillionaire, and you can pay for 4 women to live right now. Okay, like you gotta understand, not all men have it like that. And when you say get up and go get it, yo, I don't want to have to go to jail to get up and go get it, to pay $3,000 rent a month, right? So it's either get up and go get it. It's either spend 40 plus hours or 60 plus hours at my job doing overtime, right? So my wife, I don't ever see the bitch and be able to dick her down because I'm always tired and working, but I got up and go get it. Or I'm a drug dealer and I got to worry about all that extra shit that comes with that. Wait, I went up and go get it. The bitch don't work. We live in a different era from what you know, Game. You're a multi-millionaire who can support mad women in this era. Me and my partner, if we're a system and we both share the same living space, yes, the way that we thrive and gain more is by splitting everything in half so we can also have for ourselves individually. You know what I'm saying? My bitch should be able to pay half the rent and still have money saved over for her money. I should be able to pay half the rent and still have money saved over. If I'm pouring my entire life into shelter, there's no time for me to be a person. In which case, we turn like our fathers. Our fathers are usually miserable, mean, cold, and they say they get it from their fathers because them fathers were busting their ass, working all the time. Yo, Great Depression is only about 80 years ago, guys.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And if you're Spanish or African American, we've been in the Great Depression for a very long time. So, our fault, there's a reason for a certain type of aggression of a man, and going hand in hand with that is the man that has to take on the whole load of the shelter. So I agree with him for his era and for his situation that he can do it, but I don't think that's not malleable for every individual and every couple. That doesn't work in 2021. We got to come in here and take care of half the shit. This is how we can get more. If one of the others putting way too much, you're squeezing the juice out of the lemon, so to speak. And now it's gonna be till it's too much. Bitch, I work all motherfucking day. These fucking potatoes taste like shit. That comes because you busting your ass to keep a shelter and the bitch couldn't get the yams right. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you think about that? You think that's malleable in 2021?
I feel for what he's saying, it's out of the wrong person to say it.
Exact. That's another thing too. If I said it, I said it, I'd rather my girl stay home.
Because a guy who has a successful rap career, I made millions of dollars, traveling, seeing the world, fucked every bitch on the planet, is telling me this, I'm not gonna really give a fuck what he said. I want somebody that's just like me in my situation. And to bounce off that, like the whole go get it, it's like my mom was the go getter in my family before my dad was, believe it or not. Like fortunately they both build each other up, and they started from the bottom. Now they're here. They made their careers. My mom's retired. She's been 32 years in the Department of Education. My dad just recently got promoted to a better position out in Long Island. But my mom was the one that was like paying
Structured.
the structure one, help paying like paying off like the cars, like the rent of the cars, like the leasing of the cars. Like she was the money manager. She was the bank, and my dad was the one giving my mom money to make sure everything's right. Because my dad wasn't always like. He's not to say he's not the best with money, but I have a lot of his character.
He has in his partner.
He knows what he knows what he got. So he's like, look, hey, you take the money and you spread it out where we need bills and anything like that. So it's like for him to say like men got to be the providers. Like it's 2021. Like things weren't like they were back then. Women could be 10 times more successful than men if they wanted to. If they have that go get it mentality, just like a man. Like the date I just had. It's like I was gonna do everything like how it was traditional. I was gonna be the one to pay, do a good time. No, she hit me with some left field shit that I was not used to by, paying pretty much paying for everything for the night. And it's like I didn't think she's like trying to have some ulterior motive for me. Like no, she just it's all about having a great time. It's like for Game to say that, it's like it's very a little one dimensional. Like you're stuck in a time that doesn't exist anymore in our generation in 2021.
It's not here no more.
It's like there's no such thing. It's like the white picket fans with the woman making pumpkin pie and staying home taking care of kids and stuff. I know a lot more women that work now than men.
Exactly, and I love we love us an independent woman.
Oh yeah, I love independent women.
I love me a woman that makes more money than me.
Like it's like when Neil said in that song.
It.
What was that song? He said, a woman that wants me but doesn't need me.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you make more money than me, you bust your ass, you always busy. You're always busy. You can never see me.
But go get that money, get that paper.
Go get that fucking bag.
Get the bag. If I'm getting the bag, I would expect the woman to get the bag with me so we can even grow even further.
And that motivates you.
Yes, it makes it like, it's like, damn, this woman's getting all this like bags. She's really chasing out here. I got to chase even harder than her. Mm-hmm. So that's a good motivation start. It's like if I make all the money, she's just sitting down, just cooking and not really doing much all day. It's like, what the fuck do I got you here for? I get a woman that wants to do stuff and wants to like make more money and try to grow together, like invest in mutual funds, stock market, like invest in buildings and real estate. Like go get a class. It's only $60 to be a certified real estate in New York. It's not that much. Like let's do this together. Let's try to grow together. Like I don't want to be the one growing, because if I'm growing and I'm successful, why I need you for ass? I could get ass anywhere. Mm-hmm. Like, what pussy you got that this woman's pussy don't have? It might be 10 times better than the pussy I'm fucking right now. That I'm trying to wipe down. Fuck all that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, and even even that, sex is relative too. You kind of don't want to part. You don't want to. I don't think you want to put value in sex now. Mm-hmm. Nowadays, it's really hard to put value in sex because sex used to be just missionary.
Yep.
Now sex is turned into like origami.
It's a circus.
You know what I mean? Now it's totally different. Now you got some guys that have 2 and 3 girlfriends. You got girlfriends that got girlfriends. So it's like now when it comes to finding a partner,
we're all not Peter North.
Yo, G.
If real niggas know Peter North.
Yeah, real niggas know Peter North. But but it's the fact. But I am an inspiring porn star. But we'll keep that.
Lexington Steel.
Yeah, we'll leave that for the Patreon that we're gonna start.
Dig Out the Dark coming soon. Once we start doing the Patreons and doing the live streams at midnight, that's just gonna be fucking great.
I just found out like a lot of women be having sex on their OnlyFans. I didn't know that shit.
Oh yeah, that was the idea of OnlyFans.
Regular women and shit though. Like regular women you be knowing. You want to see me fuck $200?
Yeah, there's a few women I know, and they're like, hey, they got like exclusives. They'll fuck niggas like, hey, you want to see that? Do $200, $300. You want to see me gang? You want to see a gangbang?
Fucking OnlyFans. Yo, anybody want to volunteer to help me?
If I should start OnlyFans, leave that in the comments. I'll do a whole yo-yo porno. I've been talked about doing yo-yo porno since I started yo-yo. Like for the longest time.
Hitting and going.
Well, that could be my OnlyFans. Come on, man. The yo-yo rapper. I'll be fucking a bitch while I rap, doing like a trick, and I'm just going like this.
Damn, nigga, you just made yourself a triple threat, bro.
Yep, hitting 2 markets: hip hop, porn.
Speaking of yo-yo, you said somebody passed away in the yo-yo community, right?
Yes. Shout out to and rest in peace to Paul Escolar. Paul Escolar was such a very pivotal person in the yo-yo community. He was great with like animation. He was an innovator for a lot of early tricks, like starting off when like yo-yoing was like really blowing up in the 90s and the early 2000s. He was one of the front runners for Duncan Crew, which is the biggest yo-yo team to be on. Still is to this day, and his contributions to like throwing contests, especially in California and spreading it through the entire world, and a lot of the early designs with like butterfly yo-yos and looping styles and all string styles stem from him. And I would have, wish a very huge condolence to his family and friends that knew him very well. And we'll get through this. I know it's been a very difficult time for a lot of recent deaths, like very high profile deaths in the world.
It's been even not even high profile, like even personal.
Yes,
like, it seems
personals
like
as well.
Hasn't stopped. It hasn't stopped since like Corona started. Even before Corona, one thing that I've been friendly with is that Grim Reaper.
Mm-hmm.
That Grim Reaper just seems to keep taking people like left and right.
It's terrible. So again,
Rest in peace. Condolences.
Yo-Yo
in heaven, baby.
Yo-Yo, one of the yo-yo goats, like top tier.
Yeah, hope you
dead or alive, one of the greatest.
Hope you fucking performing for the big man upstairs.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. God got a real one with him because I remember like this is pre-YouTube. I used to watch it. This is when you had to watch picture tricks. You had to go online, and the way you had to see tricks back then was through pictures. So it'd be like
frame by frame
pictures to know tricks. This was before video, and if there was video, it would just be like contests. It's like you would just have to like kind of put like
pause it and keep looking at it.
Not even pause and keep looking. You have to like hold like the cursor and just go slowly to see how did he get it through the string like this is pre 2005 YouTube. This is when everything was like fucking madness on the internet with yo-yo, with like the Sector Y team, the Spin Docs team, the fucking Stream Spin team, like all those like local teams, the DXL crew. Like for us, like I'm part of Team Spin Time.
Okay.
In the Bronx, we're a Bronx yo-yo collective, and we have the New York Yo-Yo Club that we throw meetings every Sunday.
Okay.
And it's crazy, like those, like how we have like little pockets of teams, like I see all over the world. Like in Europe, they got the Slushny team.
Okay.
Fucking crazy ass team. The word team out in Australia. The fucking Play Yo-Yo Every Day team, like the C3 team out in fucking Japan and Hong Kong. It's beautiful how like yo-yos you can have those type of teams and stuff, and so many great influences, and a lot of it stems from a lot of the yo-yos back in like the early 90s, and 2000s, like Andre Boulay, Steve Brown, Mark Mont, Doc Popular, and a lot of the earlier champions that I knew, like Jason Lee, freaking Jack Rinka, Augie Fash, and the world champ Johnny Devalier, Rafael Matsunaga, like Naya Makamura, I know my yo-yo shit. Because people think like I just these chicks. Oh, you know where this comes from. You know these people. So like, yeah, I study these people. I know these people.
You did your homework. All right. So when was the first yo-yo made?
The first yo-yo, and almost damn near prehistoric to us. Like
really?
Yep. Like original yo-yos, like how they developed, it wasn't just going like this. There's something called, you probably seen in like some circus, that's called the Diablo. It's like two sticks with a long string, and it'll be like a big giant yo-yo in the center.
Oh, I got it, and they go like this.
Yes, those were how yo-yos were thousands of years ago.
Yeah, like that, yeah, all right.
Yeah, and they slowly developed into making it smaller and smaller. Like even Napoleon Bonaparte, he would give some to his his troops.
Really?
To do yo-yo to pass the time, and they were made of ivory. If you had one of those yo-yos, you'd be a fucking millionaire if they're still around.
That's elephant tusk right there.
And until it developed to Pedro Flores in the early 1920s, who made the modern like yo-yo where you really go up and down and stuff. And Donald Duncan like
patented it,
and then like sold it off. He was a guy from Manila, like in like the Philippines, Pedro Flores, and he was one of the early innovators that brought it to like America and made it like very mainstream. So if you look at like old videos from like the 50s and 60s of like early yo-yo contests, there would be like big ass trophies, fucking like actual teams, like Duncan Crew teams, like all lined up, like like those old Little League baseball pictures.
Yeah.
Those were fucking beautiful. And the only time you really see those kind of like now is like at like mainly the bigger ones, like national contests.
Yeah. Only the big scale.
Like the state, like local or state contests, they use like kind of smaller trophies, and you get like a mini cash prize. It's not like a multi-billion-dollar. It's not like skateboarding where you get signed and you could here's a T-shirt, you get $30,000 deals and stuff. Like yo-yoing's a lot smaller than that, and that's what makes it more wholesome to me. It's a lot more community-based than a mainstream base, and I'm glad today, especially in the world now, because of like TikTok and Instagram, as we were talking before. There's a lot of mainstream yo-yoers now.
The world of reels.
Like this kid named Stony Mag. He's about to hit 100K on Instagram.
Wow.
Just from doing basic, like just doing like barely 10-second videos of tricks. And they'll get thousands of views. He was just featured on Game of Talents with Wayne Brady on Fox.
Wow.
And then another kid that got 300,000 TikTok followers doing crazy ass tricks.
Yo-yo tricks.
Just doing yo-yo tricks. He's getting money off that because all you need is 10K on TikTok and you can go for monetization on TikTok.
Oh, that's dope.
It's beautiful, and I love. And they're black yo-yoers, not whites, blacks. Nope, Asians, blacks. All right, it's not only exclusively to Asians because the misconceptions like, oh, there's no like black well-known yo-yoers. There was black yo-yoers around. There's a lot of great black yo-yoers, but people assume it's all Asians and stuff, or like white people get into that. Like, no, there's a lot of famous. Shout out to the black yo-yoers that started it for me: Harold Owens III, John Robinson, Mark Montgomery.
Shout out.
I'm giving them their flowers while they're here. Y'all guys innovated like 5A, modified like crazy yo-yos. Y'all really set the tone. Colin Bedford, another great like black yo-yoer. Shout out to you. So remember these names, yo. Remember like Angelo Aguirre. He's popular right now, and Stony Mac. Those are like the two front runners when it comes to black yo-yoers. So shout out to you guys.
Dope,
I just had to get that shit off.
Dope. Like I was watching. Ironically, I was watching like Elisa Ann, and
Lisa Ann.
She was doing an interview though, and she was talking about how in the porn industry, there is racism in the porn industry. I'm like, dick is pussy. You guys are naked. But she said it. She said people didn't like the fact that she would work with African Americans and black people. I'm like, wow, even in the porn industry there'd be some racists. Like
I could see that
in the yo-yo industry. Like why wouldn't people think that anybody could yo-yo?
No.
Like if it don't matter your skin color, it matters your skill.
And it's like just random hate for no fucking reason. Like
that's
like why? But it's like why do we gotta hate
each other? Themselves.
You just
when
hate
people hate anybody else. It's cause they hate themselves.
What was that shit Fabulous said? He said like a run about like the word love and hate is jealousy at the same time.
I mean, exactly. Like if you, I don't know. It's so weird. Like that's why I try my best not to feel any way about anything.
Exactly. Like look, for me, I want everybody to make it, and I appreciate like even people that watch like this podcast and watch all my yo-yo tricks and see like all the love the love I get all live, like from Nico. That Kid Super video we did, they got shared on Kid Super's page.
Oh, that's awesome.
He loved it, and it actually like I was looking at like verified accounts like commented and stuff, like people who I knew, and like, oh, it's like, oh, this shit is dope, bro, and it got me like I think it got me like one of the highest like most liked shared things this year so far. Nice. And that was just doing off-string in my front yard. And he was just filming it because they loved the commentary that you were doing. So they were like, "Oh, he's so nice with it." They're like, "Oh, that nigga's funny."
Yeah, but see, it's all about that energy we got, Rich. Like the energy that you have when you do things, when you carry yourself with people, how you carry yourself. It's been getting me out of my own personal issues, like to the point where at times people used to get the best of my mental because my energy wasn't in the right place. Once you know where you're going, how you're going there, and you're willing, I don't think people could mess up your energy. Like, I think you're fine. I think everything bounces off almost like glue, and the stuff that you want just sticks to you. Mm-hmm. The stuff that you're looking for, you want, the recognition, you know what I mean? Like, it just sticks to you. The people that we surround ourselves with, it sticks to you when it's good. Mm-hmm. Feel me? We don't got time for anything that's bad. Mm-hmm. We don't got time to be sitting there and dabbling in emotional stuff. We're in our primes.
Yep.
We have nothing but space to go in front of us, and we don't want to look behind us for anything.
Yes.
Everything that's behind us is behind us. So all you can do is look forward at that open space and figure, how am I gonna fill this for the next whatever amount of years? Mm-hmm. What am I gonna fill this open space with that'll be the best pertaining to me and who I am inside as a person. And then you start to look at yourself and say, who am I? Damn, I want to change this about me. I don't want to be like that no more. I want to be better at this. Once you start taking notice, you'll start to fill your room with these things up that just make you feel and make you better in general. You level up. I'm telling you, our 40s, our 50s could only be 20 times better than what 30s look like because we're walking on this path for perfection in our own way, whatever that may be. You feel me?
We're on our own trials and tribulations,
Facts.
each of us, and I wish everybody like nothing but love and success. Like if you ever need like a helping hand or anybody to talk to,
Yeah, we don't stress that enough, man. Jump in that DM.
Jump in the DMs if you ever want to figure out like anything. Like there's people that ask me like, oh, how do you guys start a podcast, or how do you
That's
do
how
what you
this
guys
got
do?
started.
That's how this all got started. Because you know what, I reached out to him and like through texting because I saw all the stuff he was doing with his podcast, and I just said, hey, how do you do that? He didn't. I'm fucking.
I didn't
fucking
even
up my words.
hesitate.
He didn't hesitate. He just said, look, I'll show you how to do it. He came over one weekend. He just told me what I needed to set up, and this is how we got this. Like, I already had the sign from just doing showcases. I was like, hey, let's use this for the sign. I bought the mics. I already had the cameras. I just didn't know how to implement it. And he took time out of his life, and he's been taking time out of his life every Sunday.
It goes hand in hand, though, because I come here and he's setting everything up.
Yep.
It's not, you know what I mean? Like, I come here, he's setting everything up. If I need something from him, he'll get it done. He'll send it over to me. Your eagerness to want to make your space better is what gives the fuel around you for people to be, all right, how we going to make this better?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
we're already talking right now to wanting to do like live streams, do green screen tricks and stuff. Because I would like to like one point like do phone calls, like people call in. That would definitely be fucking interesting.
All it is a wire.
Yep.
All it is a wire.
All that is a wire.
A lightning cable connected to your phone, connected to your mixer.
Yep.
You will be able to handle
let's do it. We could do a whole phone call like extravaganza.
You know what we should do? We should do prank phone calls. We should do a podcast with straight prank phone calls.
You should call people. You should call people on my phone. I'll call people on your phone just to fuck with them. However,
and then you ask for Gil.
Yes.
And I'll ask for Rich.
Like, how is this Gil? Like Gil?
Yo, can I speak to Gil? Gil, you're calling. No. I'm Rich.
Yes.
Can I speak to Gil? You're calling from Gil. Who the fuck is that?
Oh, that would be funny, yo. Especially like live streaming that shit. That shit would be funny.
Man.
Once we get like all the hooks set up with these cameras and attached to the computer and the mixer, it's over. This is gonna take it to a whole fucking another level.
And what gives it is the people involved wanting to do it, wanting like regardless of what happens Saturday night, I always make it to where I gotta be Sunday.
Yep.
Because I feel like this is what you do. This is how you honor something. Feel me? No matter what you're doing the night before, should be no excuse. Always make it to where if people's depending on you, you always got to be there.
So with that being said, thank you all so much for watching this amazing podcast, episode 10. This is still only the beginning. You know, we're going to be doing this still two times longer than Joe Rogan. So be on the lookout for that. So again, thank you all for the Pigkaso Joe. Fucking on my own fucking words all the time.
I got this nigga high.
Thank you all for Thank you all for watching Pigkaso's Basement. I appreciate everyone that watches this show and stays all the way to the end and just hears all our fucking nonsense. Again, Richie Loves Yo-Yos. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch coming soon. Well, I have Twitter, but anyway. PayPal, Venmo me your money. Snapchat. Make sure give a like and give a subscribe. This is my boy G out of character. Rich Pigkaso. We out this motherfucker.
Later,
bitches.
Sunday.
Love you, Sunday.
Yo, son, do some. I want to see that dice yo-yo. Do some yo-yo tricks before we leave.
Okay, we don't need.
See that dice.
All right. Get some like
dice yo-yo.
The camera slowly panning out for this shit. Let's see.
All
right, you ready?
Yeah, get him.
He says he's never seen this style, even though I do this style.
It got a dice on it though, but up close and personal is so much different.
See, you got this right here?
Yeah, look at that.
It's 5A style right here.
That shit got a dice.
You've never seen this before.
Talk to him.
So, this style is called 5A, made by the legendary Steve Brown.
There you go.
Popular in the 90s. It's now used all over the world. Lots of great yo-yo words on like 5A state champions and everything else. I love doing this style. This is the style I'm actually most known for outside of doing like the 1A and being kind of like a media personality online. And
you guys just got a history lesson today.
Oh, off the record, this is the gold edition Duncan Free Air. It's special 20-year anniversary of the freehand. This is like super fire. Like in that gold, that drip. So it's gonna be fire right here. So I'm gonna do a little quick butterfly.
Go ahead.
Not my hand. Oh, I caught it.
Picasso's basement.
Picasso's basement.
Let's get it. Good shit.